convulsing, crying, and they had no choice in the matter. It's very disturbing if you see it. I've been to the neonatal center in Kingsport. If you see the effects on the children and the care and the cost and the attention it takes for these children, it's a very traumatic experience. And if you've not seen it, we have a brief clip to show you what it looks like. As a child abuse prosecutor for many, many years, I've had to experience the abuse of children, and I've seen this. I've seen the toll that it takes on those children with long-term, short-term cognitive effects. And according to the Tennessee Department of Health, in the first 3 months of this year alone, there have been 194 cases of NAS reported in Tennessee. The first 3 months. With Northeast Tennessee and Sullivan County having the highest rates. There's some statistics. And I've been told by nurses and doctors that are in the field that anywhere from a fourth to a third of all babies born in Sullivan County are born addicted to drugs, and many of those opioids. Think about that. Think about the future of our state, the future of Northeast Tennessee. Think about the future of Sullivan County when our most valuable asset, children, and those numbers are born addicted to opioids and drugs. But in addition to the victims that are children, that are babies born out of the womb, there's the problem of rising drug overdose deaths. And in Tennessee, drug overdose deaths count for more early deaths than automobile accidents, suicides, or homicides. And from 1999 to 2015 in Tennessee, overdose deaths have increased 400%. 400%. And I also read another interesting statistic from the Department of Health that for every overdose death, it's estimated there are 15 non-fatal overdose deaths. So think about the magnitude of death and destruction because of drug overdoses, largely because of opioids. And a matter of fact, in 2015, 72% of overdose deaths in Sullivan County involved opioids. And according to the health department, we had 35 deaths in Sullivan County alone in 2015 from drug overdose deaths. But in addition to the loss of life, the effects on children, and the effects on adult individuals, there are other costs to our community in Northeast Tennessee. Increased crime, increased social costs to our criminal justice system, to our health care system, to law enforcement, to rehabilitation facilities, and our mental health system. Tennessee District Attorneys here in Northeast Tennessee, we have a unique perspective along with law enforcement about this. We prosecute the crimes, and we know about the time and the energy and the efforts by law enforcement to investigate, to solve crimes, whether it's a vehicular homicide by an impaired driver, whether it's a child neglected by drug-addicted parents, whether it's financial, economic crime, theft, or domestic violence. We see the effects of opioid addiction on the victims, on their families, and all those people who are part of the system that seek to hold the wrongdoers responsible and try to help the victims and rehabilitate those who are in the throes of addiction. Those costs are not only financial, but they're emotional, physical, and psychological. And many of these problems stem from the overprescription, the overprescribing of opioids that resulted from fraudulent claims of opioid manufacturers who've made much money at the cost and for the lives of many, many people. And as a result of this, Tony Clark, Dan Armstrong, and I are bringing suit against multiple opioid manufacturers and convicted sellers of illegal drugs. We're also bringing suit on behalf of Baby Doe. He was exposed to opioids because of his mother's addiction to or purchase of and use of illegal drugs. And we're bringing this under the Tennessee Drug Dealer Liability Act. And I want to introduce Gerard Strange. He's the managing partner of Branstetter, Strange and Jennings, and he will be here to outline more of the contents and the purpose of the lawsuit.